I just add, just trying to keep people's attention until the headliner got up, and so I yelled out, I said, come on, man, I don't shout out what famous person you look like. I don't go, hey, Lassie. I had a huge laugh to the point where that was my opening joke for a long time. And one time I walked out on stage and nobody yelled Conan, and I realized I didn't have an act. I didn't even say it, so yeah. But no, I got Conan, I get Robin Williams every once in a while. So, 'cause I move around a lot.
I get Brad Pitt.
Yeah. Just looking in the mirror, talking to yourself. Yeah.
You've toured with a lot of great bands.
Yes.
Boys, Third Day, Theater Vocal Band.
Yes,
yeah.
but my best friend Toby Mac told me not to name drop.
Okay. Who's your favorite? What was your favorite tour?
It was the Newsboys tour. Yeah, the Newsboys. I actually went out on three. It was the Newsboys tour. Yeah, the Newsboys. I actually went out on three tours with them, and they're the real deal. They're just amazing people. Peter Furler. I've said this. I've said this in so many interviews. Peter Furler, I don't know why, he loved me, and when I first started, he would go to promoters and tell them, you got to use him in festivals, and they're just great guys. I don't have a funny answer for that. They really did help me a lot in my career.
Do you notice any difference?
I feel like I should do a joke. Peter Furler's bald, so he looks like a thumb. We'll get it. I should have just yodeled.
One more question for you. Do you notice any difference, or what difference do you notice between Americans and Canadians?
I have noticed that Canadians are much better looking. They are way nicer, and they're more easily flattered.
Well, it's good to have you with us, Bob. So, why don't you make us laugh? Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bob Smiley.
It is kind of a weird thing to go from there to there, but man, I really was excited. When Sean called me and asked me to be a part of this, I was very excited because at the time I didn't know what the term pro bono meant. I'm a comedian. I wasn't always a comedian. I was a stay-at-home dad for a little while, but then we had kids. But I do. I love, like he asked me, I love comedy early on. My dad actually showed me a writing thing it was written by doctors that laughter is 10 times more powerful than morphine. I was like, that is so cool. It is. I looked it up, and don't get me wrong, I'm glad God still made morphine. Let's be honest, if I break my leg in half, I don't want my doctor standing over me. But I do, I love making people laugh. I was here, I think it was like 5 years ago or 4 years ago. But I do, I love making people laugh. I was here, I think it was like 5 years ago or 4 years ago. I remember I flew into Vancouver, and it started bad. They lost my bags, which was my fault because I flew. And I remember I met a guy in Vancouver in the airport that had no sense of humor. I was standing behind him at an ATM, the money machine, and I thought this was hilarious. But as soon as he put in his password, I just went, got it, and I took off. He did not look like a sprinter. I remember I had a great show last time I was here. I was excited. And I had a bad show, when was it, 3 days ago. I was actually in my home. I live in northern Mexico, a place called Houston, Texas. And everybody wants to ask us, I don't know if the news got up here, but we got hit by the Hurricane Harvey, and it was kind of cool to see the churches help, and I spent 2 weeks helping take stuff out of houses, or what cops call looting. Texas 2 days ago that didn't go well. It was a Texas National Vegan Society, like all the vegans in Texas, like all 7. And I don't really think through my show. I just get up and start talking, and I was talking to my dad, and I can talk about this because I'm here. Well, here's the deal. I don't want to ever offend anybody, and that's a hard thing to do clean comedy, because there's all these topics you can't talk about. Like I talk a lot about my kids, but discipline is how do you discipline your kids here? Somebody hums at them? Nobody wants to say. Because some people are for timeout or that kind of stuff. Some people are for spankings. I'm going to be honest. I'm raising kids, and I don't want to offend you guys, but I spank my kids when they're bad. I do it out of love. Yeah. I thought somebody was doing it now. I told that joke in church in Michigan one night. This lady came up after the show, and she was like, "You're advocating child abuse. You should never spank your children." And I'm like, "You're a Christian. Have you read Proverbs where they talk about it?" And she was like, "That was different. That was the Old Testament. They didn't have timeout back then." Yeah, they did. What was the lion's den? When I first started doing stand-up, I didn't know there were things you couldn't talk about, and discipline was, and I talked about it, because my dad spanked me. One time I was down front at our little church. My dad used to lead singing, because my dad has this deep macho voice. It's totally opposite of mine. It really is. Like, his voice would echo over the name. He would tell me to do something, kids in other households would get up and do it. Seriously, he'd be like, "Take out the trash." The kids 2 doors down would be like, "Yes, Lord." So my dad used to lead singing, and I was sitting down front in this little church, and my dad goes, "On this next song, let's stand to our feet." And I don't know why I did this, but I was like, "Yeah, everybody, stand to your feet. Good thing you said that. I almost stood to my liver." We never sang that song. He shut the book, he walked right down, he picked me up and carried me like a football outside. And he's a Tony Romo fan, so he fumbled me several times. Are you still okay? Back to the real story. He really did take me outside and spank me, and it was embarrassing because it was right in front of my children. But I did. I grew up. I was talking to my dad right before I went out and performed for the vegans, and I was telling him, that's what started me to say this. Can I talk about hunting here? Because you have great hunting here. I just don't want to offend anybody. Yeah. So this season, I got a 10-point buck. And it did not mess my truck up like I thought it was going to. But my dad and I were reminiscing right before the show, and because I grew up very poor, like really poor, like, had to eat cereal with a fork to save on milk. Everybody get it that's gonna get it? No child left behind. Okay. But my dad and I grew up hunting together, and I was just thinking what a great father-son moment that is. We would duck hunt. We would go duck hunting, and the sun would be coming up early in the morning, and my dad and I would be hiding under the slide by the swing set, and ducks would come waddling out. I'm kidding. They didn't waddle like that. But I went out on stage and started telling all these vegans about hunting. I didn't even think about offending them, and all of a sudden they got mad, and they threw organic tomatoes at me. But they're vegans, they couldn't even hit the stage. Dude, I got a lot of my sense of humor about my dad. He asked about it, which is weird because we don't sound alike. We have different voices. That's the weird thing about me being a dad is this is my real voice, and you're supposed to be the protector of the family. So me, I'm the protector. First of all, I have the wrong body. I'm not staring at. I'm the only guy in this church that can use chapstick as deodorant. And this is my real voice. Anyone scared? What kind of protector? If you were a burglar breaking in downstairs in my house and I was at the top of the stairs, would this scare you? Like, oh, you better not be down there. I'm the only guy that can stand at the top of the stairs and go, you better get out or I'll call my husband. He was born on a Thursday and a Friday. And I'm not making fun of him. He's my hero. I love it. And he loves being big. He's always like, Bob, come stand next to me so we look like the number 10. He's so funny. I'm trying to think of some example. Actually, that is a good example. Since I didn't look like him, my second junior year in high school, I went to him and I was just like, I don't look like you at all. Was I adopted? And he goes, yes. But they brought you back. Who's going, oh, he's not a mean dad. Actually, some things he did was mean. He actually convinced me if the ice cream van was playing music, it meant it was out of ice cream.
That's sad.
That wasn't even the worst one. The worst prank he ever pulled on me, because it took me like 6 months to catch on, was every night he had me take communion, and I thought it was because I was a strong Christian kid, and finally my brother was like, dude, he's just giving you NyQuil. No, because even weird stuff happens now. Actually, a week ago, I was in, I think this will resonate with you, but I was in Little Rock, Arkansas, and yeah, it was great to get back in the United States. That is a weird, and I know every state has stereotypes, and do you guys do that here? Do you have stereotypes for different, stuff like that? Like in the States, if you say New York, you think Italian, forget about it. And, California is like, oh, totally, surf's up, dude. And, states, you think really good-looking comedians. You guys have stereotypes, by the way. Do you know what the States, the stereotype is for you guys? This isn't even part of my show. I just we were talking about it in the green room. Do you guys know what, you're known for?
Yeah.
Yeah, being nice. I love that you guys are so nice you won't even say it. You guys are known for being nice, and I'm nice, so that's why I love coming up here. Although, I was in Toronto it was like a month ago, and I got into it with a Canadian. They say everyone's nice, and I got into this. I was going into Tim Hortons, and we got in this huge verbal fight over who was going to hold the door for who. He was all trash talking. He was like, no, after you, sir. And I sat back. I was like, no, I insist, you. And then we started stereotyping each other because I was like, he's Canadian. I know he's not going to go to war over this. I was wearing a Texas shirt, so he was looking around to see where my gun was. I was moving around in case he wanted to, give me. I hope somebody was recording that, because that was actually turned out to be fun. But no, I really was. It was in Little Rock, and I didn't realize they just changed the airport name to the Bill and Hillary Clinton International Airport. quiet. Is it because you, or is it because you are nervous about what I'm going to say? I don't want to offend anybody, and believe me, I will never make fun of the Clintons. I am the last person that wants to wake up with a mysterious, self-inflicted gunshot wound. This is about the airport, okay? And it's a good airport. It's professionally run. It's all paid staff. There's no interns. I didn't even know they changed the name because evidently they put it to a big vote and the Russians got involved. And, this is a true story. I showed up at 6 a.m. to fly out of Little Rock, and the guy was so excited. He was like, "Welcome to the Bill and Hillary Clinton International Airport. May I see your boarding pass?" And I couldn't help it. I was like, "Oh man, they emailed it to me, but it got deleted." Next week I'm flying out of the Donald Trump airport and I'm really nervous about getting over that wall. So it is. I love doing stand-up, and I'm glad because like all this weird stuff that happened to me when I was a kid. I can't remember if I told you guys this story last time, but it just popped in my head. But one of the worst times I got in trouble was my parents took me and my brother to the I don't even know if you guys have them here, the kiddie casino. Yeah, Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah. You guys have one? Yeah, that's a casino for children, right? They don't even hide it. You got to go through a turnstile. There's no clocks on the wall. There's a 6-foot mafia rat walking around. My parents took me and my brother, and they dropped us off, and because we grew up in a very, very tiny town with nothing. So when we went to town, my parents went to the store. Because our little town had a little school and it had a little, I don't even know what it was. It was called a drive-through tobacco barn. I didn't know what it was. I assumed rednecks just pulled up and like, yeah, fill her up. Now we all know who gambles. And I'm not judging you, because I gambled today, actually. I had Chinese food. And the house is going to win. No, they dropped us off, and I did. I got all these tickets, and when I cashed out, I got one of these rubber sticky hand things that you can swing out. So I got in the car, and again, my dad loves to pull pranks on me all the time. Actually, I just thought one more prank that you did. I got to tell you that before I forget. But we really were poor, and so one day my dad pulled me aside. He goes, "We're too poor to afford a dog. So if a burglar breaks in, you need to bark at it." And it happened in grade 9. In grade 9, my dad was the superintendent of schools, and this kid who graduated didn't like my dad, so he broke in our house in the middle of the night. But I didn't know it was a kid, so I'm laying in bed. I'm scared to death, right? You know, I'm in grade 9. You know, I'm 17 years old, going, "What am I gonna do?" Judging me? You're supposed to be all Christians. You need to act like a Christian, judge me silently. I was not good at school. I was afraid he was an asset because I tried hard. I really did. And I had great teachers, but I honestly think that God made my brain to do comedy. I feel like that's my calling. But in school, I perceive things different. First grade, my teacher said, "Class, you have to raise your hand to go to the bathroom." I was like, "No, you don't. Watch." So I didn't date much. How did I get off on the top? Oh, because, anyway, so this kid broke in our house, and it was in the middle of the night, and I was scared, but I crept down the hallway, and I peered in, and I saw it was this kid, and he was trying to steal our TV. He was unplugging our TV, and then I remembered what my dad said, and I just ran into the living room and I just went. It worked. It was awesome. He just froze. And he let me smell his hand. Slowly backed out of the living room. My dad came over so proud of me. He came over and rubbed my belly. Okay, so back to the Chuck E. Cheese story. So I'm in the back seat, and my dad, we pull out, and we get on the freeway, and my dad leans over, and he turns on country music. Now, I'm not against country music. I'm sure we have, in a room this big, there's country music fans, but yeah. Actually, I wrote a country music song about 6 months ago called If I Can't Be Number 1 in Your Heart, then Number 2 on You. That's going to be a hit song. Just got to learn how to twerk. Anyway. So the country music he was playing was that mindless, get in the middle of your brain, eat your brain from the inside out. You know what I'm talking about? Like, lang, 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 like that. Yeah. And so I'm sitting in the back seat, but my dad has a rule you don't talk to him while he's driving, because he's not a good driver. That sounds so mean. I love my dad. He's actually a better driver than me, but I'm not a good driver either. I'm really not. I've been in, so what is it? It's February. I've been in 2 wrecks already this year. Yeah, nobody's heard it, but the last one, I hit the, what's a big vehicle where you hit, where everybody gets mad? Not a bus, just a bus. In high school, I had to ride the school bus, and I hated that little thing. I don't even have anything to do with the story, but then you hit it and everybody gets mad. A hearse. They were mad. All jumped out of their cars. I was like, everybody calm down. I didn't kill him. My dad's a really good Christian guy, so he has a lot of road rage whenever he drives, and so he realizes that's a downfall, and so it's kind of funny when he gets mad, though, because he doesn't cuss, so he uses his substitution words, you know what I'm talking about, and he uses words from the Old Testament, so it's so funny. It is. One time he slammed his hand in a car door, and he was like, ow, Shadrach! Oh, son of a Abednego! So read your Bible, children. So my dad has a rule, you don't talk to him while he's driving. So we're driving, we get on the road, but he's turned on this country music, and he's kind of grinning, so I know he's probably doing this just to mess with me. And so I'm sitting in the back, and I'm like, oh, this is terrible, this is horrible. I wish there was something I could do. Hey! And I had a rubber sticky hand thing. And I thought to myself, I bet you I can sling that between my mom and my dad and hit a radio button. You gotta admit that's pretty smart. So I immediately prayed about it. You always pray before you do any kind of mission work. So I didn't know if it worked or not, but all of a sudden I was like that. The hand went straight between my mom and my dad. Not only hit a radio button, it hit my button. I was allowed channel number 2 to program whatever I wanted. And it was a rock channel, 97.1 The Eagle. And that's what the button hit. And so all of a sudden the radio went from clang, 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 clang to welcome to the jungle. My dad was like, ah! It was in a guy's voice. But my parents were wigging out because they didn't know I had this hand thing. All they knew was a weird voice had come out of the radio. They later told me they thought laying hands on the radio, praying over it, we never died. Yeah. My mom tried to talk in tongues for the first time. You could tell she was famous. She was like, vamos a in my pocket. My dad finally grabs the steering wheel. He's like, oh my goodness, what just happened? I was like, yeah, I got away with it. And my brother was like, he did it. Shadrach. So my dad didn't even ask me what I did. He looked in the rearview mirror and he goes, I don't even care what you did. Don't you ever, ever, ever do it again. And here's the thing. And I don't have a joke for this, but I obeyed my parents. And that's why God gives you parents, is to guide you through life. Honestly, I don't have a joke for that, but I obeyed my parents. But when he said don't do it again, I wasn't going to do it again. No, I think you guys will back me up. I hope a Billy Ray Cyrus song came on. And yes, I think even on Judgment Day, God's going to go, yeah, I totally understand. Well, you didn't want your achy, breaky head to hear that tune again. So I took out the rubber sticky hand thing. I was like, I got to try this one more time. So all of a sudden, it was like, like that. Not only was the hand going straight back between my mom and my dad, it was going right back to channel number 2. It didn't happen though, because right as the hand got by my dad's face, my brother, who's not a comedian, he thought it'd be hilarious to bump my arm. So now, my dad doesn't know I have this hand thing. All he knows is a big, booty hand has now reached out of the seat and grabbed him. Which would really scare you, especially if you thought Satan had just possessed your head. And he starts screaming, a demon's got me, a demon's got me. So he grabs the hand, he throws it up against the windshield, it sparks the fuse, he's like, oh my goodness, he rolls down the window and grabs it, throws it out. I scare him even more by going, my hand! I remember thinking, it can't get worse than this. My brother turns around and he goes, that's so cool. That's right in the center of that cop's windshield. So that was me growing up. And I had to say, many parents had helped, but part of the reason why I love being part of volunteer appreciation, and I came to make you laugh. I'm not really trying to preach at you, but man, you guys are the backbone of the church, and I saw that growing up. I was a goofy little kid. When I was much younger, I was actually very hyper, and so I was. And so many people that volunteered in the church just loved on me and would help me and encourage me, and even encouraged me. So it was just great. Really quick, this happened when, is the iPhone like super popular here? It's just a big deal, yeah, it's taken up. When it first came out, you remember it just blew our minds. We were like, you know, all of a sudden I could be backstage. If I was nervous, I could use the deodorant app. And, I love that joke because some people laugh, but there's always a few people that are like, does it do that? The iPhone does everything. The only thing I don't use is, I don't talk on the phone very much because my parents taught us to say, bye, I love you all the time, so it's such a habit that maybe I'm the only one. Anybody been talking to somebody you don't know, but out of habit, you still say, bye, I love you? It's so embarrassing. I say it to people all the time. I've said it to my mechanic. I said it to an Army recruiter one time. That was super awkward. I was like, bye, I love you. And he's like, what? Don't ask, don't tell. And, one time I was talking to a guy who actually sounded really cool, charismatic. Like I was kind of like, oh, I really want to meet this guy. And I was like, yeah, I'd love to come do a show. I'll call you with my flight information. All right, bye, I love you. Ah! And without missing a beat, he was like, oh. Well, ta-ta, sugar bugger. And I was like, I don't even know if I want to meet this guy now. But Sean turned out to be awesome. When the iPhone first came out, I didn't know how to use it. But thankfully, my oldest was 7, so he did. And that's not even a joke. He really did. He made a ringtone for me. I didn't even know how to do it. He's like, "There's a little voice thing here," and you say, and he made a ringtone that was, "Hello, Dad, pick up your phone." That was a ringtone. It was so sweet. Yeah, I loved it. And so I was in Phoenix, Arizona, which, by the way, don't go. And so they're always like, oh, it's a dry heat. I'm like, so's a welding torch. I was in Phoenix, and I was getting ready to fly home, and I was playing with my phone. I was listening to my son say, the ringtone, bye, hello, Dad, can I have a phone? And it was my time to go through the metal detector thing, so I put my phone in the bag, and our TSA, our security guys, saw me mess with the bag. So all of a sudden he goes and he looks in the bag. He doesn't even see the phone. I've got a jacket in there. But what he sees in there alarms him. He pulls this out, and I had a tube of toothpaste. And he goes, what is this? It's toothpaste. What are you, from West Virginia? He got really mad because he was. And he yelled at me. I'd never been yelled at in an airport before. And he's like, you can't fly with toothpaste. I was like, dude, calm down. It's totally fine. You can take it. I didn't think it through. I definitely don't want somebody jumping up in the middle of the flight, brushing everybody's teeth. Does that ever happen? Are there terrorists out there? Why would they? Now gargle. Go It wasn't even terrorists like toothpaste, right? Yeah. I mean, I'm fine if it's aim or scope, but. This bag gets in the x-ray machine, someone called me. So all of a sudden you hear coming out of the bag, hello, Dad! I was like, calm down. He doesn't have toothpaste. But I love doing comedy, but I love being a dad more. I'm a dad, and it's a blessing, and it's a tough job too. And that's another reason why I love doing these, because